Hey guys, this is Reed Timmer with tvnweather.com with an update on the Christmas Day storm, which is likely to affect a large part of the central and southern U.S. The models are starting to come into agreement. Potential tornado outbreak in the Gulf Coast region, and possibly a substantial snowstorm on the cold side of that system, starting in the southern Great Plains and then shifting northeast with time. And first, I'll show you the Storm Prediction Center Day 3 outlook, and this shows the area of interest on Christmas Day pretty well. And this definitely can't be underestimated. I think a tornado outbreak is definitely possible with this system. The shear parameters are through the roof, and it also has a lot more instability to work with than compared to the last system that produced that damaging tornado in Mobile, Alabama. I think this will be a lot more widespread, more discrete supercells, and possibly a tornado outbreak. We'll have to see how the models unfold. And this isn't the only area that's going to be affected. As the system ejects, this area of potential for strong tornadoes will shift northeast with time. And those strong tornado area could actually even be further north, depending on how far that instability advects northward. We'll just have to see and stay updated. This next model, this is the NAM, or North American model. And this is the 850 millibar forecast. And this shows that low pressure center about a kilometer above the ground. The image on the left is noon on Christmas Day, and it shows the low intensifying rapidly in the southern plains. There's going to be heavy snow wrapping around the backside of the system in northern Oklahoma, extending into northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri. And as that system matures, you can see to the east of the low, there at East Texas into Louisiana and Mississippi, that the low-level jet stream intensifies up to near 50 knots. And that's very strong, and that's what's creating that strong low-level wind shear for tornadoes that will begin early on Christmas Day, possibly even overnight Christmas Eve in eastern Texas, and then extend eastward from there toward Mississippi and Alabama on Christmas Day. And the image at right is on noon on the next day at 26th, on the 26th, and it shows how fast that system ejects. And the models diverge after Christmas Day. On the 26th, some of the models are taking the storm system further west and giving the Great Lakes a snow event, while other models are taking the storm further east, which puts areas like Pittsburgh and parts of the interior northeast at risk for substantial snowfall, or at least a very heavy rain event in the northeast. And the next map I'm going to show you is also the NAM model precipitation forecast. And I'm showing the NAM model because I'm siding with this more in the short term, because this depicts a snowstorm in Oklahoma and also the severe weather threat down the southeast, I think, better than the other models based on recent biases. And the image on the left is at noon. That shows basically a line of storms developing on the front, and there's no cap out ahead of that front, so there's likely going to be isolated, discrete, tornadic supercells, possibly producing long-track, strong tornadoes out ahead of that system. And usually when you get not very much precipitation showing up in the models like this, it means isolated supercells. And in Dixie Alley, which is this area in the south central, southeast U.S., you can get wave after wave of tornadic supercells. They can be very dangerous. The image at right is at 4 p.m., and it shows that the supercell threat extends into Mississippi and then eventually into Alabama thereafter. And here are these extreme wind shear values, and they increase with time. The image at left is noon on Christmas Day, and you still have helicity values that are sufficient for strong tornadoes in Louisiana extending into southern Mississippi. That'll be the action area early on. And then on the right is 6 p.m., the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity. And anything above about 200 meters squared per second squared is sufficient for tornadoes. And you can see how it increases toward evening as the low pressure center continues to intensify. And that means that this is going to be a long-lived tornado outbreak extending, probably beginning late night Christmas Eve in eastern Texas, and extending all day Christmas Day, and then also Christmas night, northern Alabama, and possibly east from there. But the models diverge, as I said, after Christmas Day. And here's a graphic that shows where the main threat for strong tornadoes will be on Christmas Day. We expect the storms to initiate Louisiana, and then move northeastward rapidly into Mississippi and encounter that low-level wind shear and continue to produce tornadoes as that instability advects northward. This is a map of CAPE, or convective available potential energy, and you can see all that moisture, unseasonably high moisture and instability values advecting northward ahead of this very strong system. And this is what we call a hodograph, or a depiction of the wind shear. And when you get these large meat hook shaped hodographs like this, I mean, here you can see 30, 40 knots of 0 to 1 kilometer wind shear, and this is from central Alabama. And this is a textbook photograph for strong tornadoes. So if storms remain discrete, the instability verifies as the models are coming into agreement with, this could be a really dangerous situation on Christmas Day. There's no reason to panic yet. We still have several model runs to go, and a lot can change between now and then. But this is just an update right now, and we'll continue to keep you updated on the situation. But in the meantime, you should enjoy your Sunday. And today is the last day of our one-time only Doomsday Sale, actually the Survival Doomsday Sale that we extended. Episodes 1 through 10 of Tornado Chasers on tvnweather.com are 50% off. That's just 99 cents. So if you haven't had a chance to see one of the most extreme storm chasing reality shows on TV or television out there, actually the most in my opinion, today is definitely the day to check it out. And this discount ends at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And I'll end with a little sneak peek from our latest episode, episode 11 of the season 2012. This will show you a little bit of the intensity and the passion that we have for storm chasing, but it was definitely intense. And if you want to see what happens after this, and trust me, you'll want to, you should definitely check out this episode.
Back up, right here, it's right here. Back up. All right, guys, we're moving in for intercept here. Right here!